Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Rameen, student of BS Education Semester 2nd. Education for Sustainable Development. Today my topic of presentation is Teacher Education for Sustainable Development. Teacher Education for Sustainable Development (TESD). It empowers educators to integrate sustainability principles and practices into their teaching, increasing student critical thinking, problem solving, and global citizenship, etc. By incorporating sustainability into teacher education, educators can promote environmental awareness, social responsibility, and also economic resilience, at the end ultimately contributing to a more sustainable future. Effective TESD programs equip teachers with innovative pedagogies, real-world examples, and community engagement strategies. It enables them to inspire students to become active participants in creating a more just and sustainable world. Some key points for teacher education for sustainable development are integrating SDGs, outdoor education, community engagement, and assessment and value. Integrating SDGs incorporate the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals into teacher education program to increase global citizenship through this. Second one is the outdoor education. It incorporates outdoor education and hand-on experiences, allowing teacher to connect theoretical concept with real-world concept. Third one is the community engagement. It encourages teacher to engage with local communities, societies, developing partnership and promoting sustainable practices. And last one is assessment and evaluation. It develops assessment and evaluation strategies that measure students' knowledge, skills, and values related to sustainable development. These points can help teacher education programs prepare educators to address the complex challenges of sustainable development, provide ongoing professional development opportunities for teachers to make ensure that they stay updated on best practices and emerging issues in sustainability education. Next is where to learn and how to teach. That what should people learn and how could they be taught for the education for sustainable development? There are some key points. First of all, where to learn through system thinking. Understand the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic systems, recognizing the impact of individual action on the planet. And how to teach? It includes the experiential learning, interdisciplinary approaches, value-based education, and participatory and collaborative methods. To engage learners through hand-on experiences, outdoor education, and real-world applications, increasing empathy and motivation and sympathy in them. This is includes in the experiential learning. Interdisciplinary approaches, it integrates multiple subjects and perspectives, encouraging learners to consider the complexity of sustainability issues. Value-based education, it emphasizes the value like empathy, justice, and responsibility, promoting a sense of global citizenship and moral obligations. Participatory and collaborative methods, it encourages learners to participate in decision-making processes, collaborate with peers, and develop problem-solving skills to address sustainability changes. These points can help educators design learning experiences that can promote sustainable development, and it also empowers learners to become active contributors to a more sustainable future. Pedagogies and didactics in education for sustainable development. It includes the inquiry-based learning, project-based learning, transformative learning, and participatory and action-oriented approaches. First of all, pedagogies refer to the methods, approaches, and strategies used in teaching and learning in the context of sustainable development. Inquiry-based learning, it encourages students to explore and investigate sustainability issues. Project-based learning, it assigns students real-world projects that address sustainability challenges. Transformative learning, it fosters transformative learning experiences that challenge learners' assumptions, values, and behaviors, promoting a deeper understanding of sustainability and personal responsibility. Participatory and action-oriented approaches, these involve the learners in decision-making processes, community engagement, and action-oriented projects. It empowers them to become active agents of change for sustainable development. These pedagogies and didactics can help educators create engaging. It can also help to interact and effective learning experiences that promote sustainable development, and it empowers learners to become responsible global citizens. Interdisciplinary approaches in education for sustainable development. Integration of subjects, holistic perspective, real-world applications, collaborative learning. Integration of subjects, it combines insights and methods from multiple disciplines such as science, math, social studies, economics, and humanities, etc., to provide a comprehensive and detailed understanding of sustainability issues. Holistic perspective, it increases a foster a holistic perspective that consider the interconnectedness of social, environmental, economic systems. And it also encourages learner to think critically about the consequences of human actions. Real world application use real world examples and case studies to illustrate the relevance and complexity of sustainability issues, and to encourage learners to apply theoretical knowledge to practical problems. And last one is the collaborative learning. It encourages collaboration among learners from different backgrounds and disciplines, promoting the sharing of perspective, ideas, and expertise to address sustainability challenges. This interdisciplinary approach can help learners develop a deeper understanding of sustainability issues, cultivate critical thinking and problem solving skills, and become equipped to address the complex challenge of sustainable development. Critical thinking and problem solving in education for sustainable development. It includes the encourage inquiry based learning, foster systems thinking, develop problem solving skills, promote reflective thinking and feedback. It encourages learners in investigative and exploratory activities that prompt them to question assumptions, analyze information, and develop well-supported conclusions. It also helps learners to understand the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic systems, to, and also encourage them to consider the potential consequences of different actions and decisions, and also provide learner with the opportunities to practice problem solving skills such as identifying problems, analyzing data, generating solutions, and evaluating the effectiveness of different approaches. It also encourages learners to reflect on their own thought processes and assumptions and provide feedback that guide them in refining their critical thinking and problem solving solutions. These strategies, by incorporating these strategies, एक एजुकेटर जो है वो एक लर्नर की हेल्प कर सकता है क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग और प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स को पैदा करने में, जो कि नेसेसरी है कॉम्प्लेक्स सस्टेनेबिलिटी चैलेंजेस को एड्रेस करने के लिए जो कि दुनिया फेस कर रही है. मल्टी मेथड अप्रोचेस इन एजुकेशन फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. It includes the word art and creative writing, drama and role playing, debates and discussions, and lastly life experience and service learning. So on the use of poetry, stories, and other forms of creative writing to express emotions and ideas about sustainability. Word art and creative thinking explain is the approach for sustainable development in education. It engages learners in drama and role-playing activities to explore different perspectives and practice sustainable behavior. Debates and discussions, they facilitate debate and discussions to encourage critical thinking, negotiation, and collaboration on sustainability issues. Life experience and service learning, it connects learners with real-world sustainability experience through service learning projects, field trips, and community engagements, etc. These multi-method approaches can help learners develop a deep understanding of sustainability issues, develop the critical thinking in learner and problem solving skill to address the difficult challenges of sustainable development. Next is the participatory decision making in education for sustainable development. These points promote the participatory decision making in education for sustainable development. Student involvement, collaborative planning, democratic processes, reflection and evaluation. First of all, it encourages students to take active role in decision-making processes related to sustainability issues, such as school gardening projects or energy conservative initiatives, etc. Collaborative planning, it involves students, teachers, and community society members in collaborative planning processes to develop and implement sustainability projects and policies. Democratic processes model democratic processes and practices such as voting, consensus building, and negotiation, etc., to help learners develop the skills and values necessary for participatory decision making. Lastly, reflection and evaluation. It encourages learners to reflect on and evaluate the decision making processes and outcomes of it, identifying successes, challenges, and areas for improvement. Sustainable development can't be complete without decision making and extended education. These 2 points make the sustainable development. Acceptability in education for sustainable development. It includes the points like real world connections, practical skills development, community engagement, and solution focused learning. Real world connection, it connects learning to the real world, sustainability issues and challenges, making education relevant and applicable to learners' life. Practical skills development, it focuses on developing practical skills such as problem solving, critical thinking, consensus building, and collaboration that learners can apply to address sustainability challenges. Community engagement, it encourages learners to apply their knowledge and skill through community-based projects and partnership, increasing a sense of responsibility and civic engagement. Solution-focused learning, it emphasizes solution-focused learning where learners are encouraged to design, implement, and evaluate solutions to sustainability challenges, developing a sense of agency and empowerment. And in short, applicability in education for sustainable development include the right to education, right in education, and right through education, which includes the availability, accessibility, acceptability, and adaptability. Create and implement a plan to reduce personal or school ecological footprints. Reduction strategies, waste reduction and management, energy and resource efficiency, sustainable transportation. These are the implementation plans to reduce the personal school ecological footprints. First of all, reduction strategies. Conduct an ecological footprint assessment to calculate the current ecological footprint of your personal life or school. Identify areas of high impact such as energy consumption, water usage, and water generation. Waste reduction and management. Reduce, recycle, and reuse. Implement a recycling program, reduce paper usage, and encourage the use of reusable bags, containers, and water bottles. Energy and resource efficiency. Implement energy efficient practices like switch to energy efficient lighting, turn off lights and electronics when not in use, and adjust thermostat setting to reduce energy consumption. Sustainable transportation. Promote sustainable transportation. Encourage walking, cycling, or carpooling, and consider investing in electric or hybrid vehicles for school or personal use. By tracking your ecological footprint over time, assesses the effectiveness of your reduction strategies and make adjustments as needed to ensure the continuous improvement. Like implementations plans, set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. It established clear objectives for reducing your ecological footprints, such as reducing energy consumption by 20% within the next 12 months. These all strategies make the implementation plan to reduce personal or school ecological footprints. Identify and compare strategies to influence behavioral change. It includes the social norms approach, economic incentive approach, emotional appeals approach, and habit formation approach. These strategies involves highlighting the sustainable behavior of peers or role models to encourage others to adopt similar behavior. Like most students in our school recycle their paper waste. Economic incentive approach. This strategy involves offering rewards or incentives for sustainable behaviors such as discounts, scholarships, or recognition. For example, students who carpool to school receive a free parking pass. Emotional appeal approaches. This strategy involves appealing to emotions such as guilt, pride, sympathy, empathy, or to motivate sustainable behaviors. For example, this plastic waste we generate harms marine life. Habit formation approach. This strategy involves creating an environment that supports the formation of sustainable habits, such as providing convenient recycling bins or promoting a turn off lights routine. For example, our school has installed motion sensor lights to reduce energy consumption. To implement an action plan or activity to make schools or communities more sustainable in education for sustainable development. It includes the strategies like conduct a sustainability audit, develop a comprehensive action plan, engage stakeholders and build partnerships, monitor, evaluate and celebrate progress. Access the schools or communities' current sustainability practice, identifying areas for improvement such as energy consumption, waste management, and water usage. Create a plan that outlines specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound objectives, strategies, and timeliness for implementing sustainability initiatives, such as reducing energy consumption by 20% through LED lighting and energy efficient appliances, implementing a recycling program and reducing waste by 30%, and also creating a school garden or green space to promote biodiversity. It involves students, teachers, parents, and community members in the planning and implementation processes, increasing a sense of ownership and responsibility in the learners. Collaborate with local organizations, businesses, and government agencies to access resources, expertise, and funding. And also regularly track and assess the effectiveness of sustainability initiatives, making adjustments as needed. Celebrate success and progress, no matter how small, to maintain momentum and motivation. Use this feedback to inform and improve future sustainability efforts. To identify resources and organizations to help bring about environmental changes in schools and communities. To identify resources and organizations to help bring out environmental changes in school and community includes the 4 points: government agencies and initiatives, non-profit organizations and NGOs, community-based organizations and businesses, online resources and networks. These all strategies, these all resources or organizations leverage online resources and networks to access educational materials, best practices, and community supports such as National Geographic Education, Environmental Education Association, sustainability focused social media groups, and forums. Collaborate with local organizations and businesses that share environmental goals such as local parks and recreation departments, community gardens, and urban agricultural initiatives, and also eco-friendly business and sustainable product suppliers. Partner with non-profit organizations and NGOs focused on environmental education and sustainability, such as National Wildlife Federation, the Natural the Nature Conservancy, World Wildlife Fund. Utilize resources and programs offered by government agencies such as Environmental Protection Agency (EPA), National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA), Department of Education's Green Ribbon School Program. These all are the strategies or resources and to identify the environmental change in school and community for sustainable development. By concluding this topic, I would like to say education for sustainable development इज क्रूशल कि ये बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है इंडिविजुअल को एम्पावर करने में, ताकि वो जो है ग्लोबली जो सस्टेनेबिलिटी इश्यूज हैं, चैलेंजेस हैं, जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उनको एड्रेस कर सके. ये जो है क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग को इंक्रीज करती है, फोस्टर करती है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स पैदा करती है और कोलैबोरेशन की जो है इंसान के अंदर आदत पैदा करती है, एक इंडिविजुअल के अंदर, लर्नर के अंदर. ये जो है एक लर्नर को इनेबल करती है कि वह इन्फॉर्म डिसीजंस बनाए और उन पे एक्शन ले सके. सस्टेनेबिलिटी प्रिंसिपल इंटीग्रेट करने से एजुकेशन में हम जो है रिस्पॉन्सिबल ग्लोबल सिटीजन की जनरेशन को पैदा कर सकते हैं. एट द एंड अल्टीमेटली जो एजुकेशन फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट है वो बहुत ज़रूरी है टू क्रिएट अ मोर जस्ट, इक्विटेबल एंड सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर्स फॉर द लर्नर्स, because it includes empowering responsible global citizens, addressing global sustainability challenges, transforming education and societies, ensuring a sustainable future. Education for sustainable development enable individual to understand the interconnectedness of link of environmental, social and economic systems. It also increases the sense of responsibility and stewardship in learner. It also equips learners with the knowledge, skills, and values which are important to address pressing sustainability issues such as climate change, biodiversity loss, and social inequality. It also promotes a paradigm shift in education, encouraging a more holistic, interdisciplinary, and inclusive approach to learning, which can lead to transformative change in societies and communities. It is essential to create for a more just and equitable future which is sustainable, where individuals, communities and societies can thrive within the limits of planet. Thank you. That's all from my side.